Thanks for visiting our YouTube channel. The PBA is finally back in action today, tropa. At bago ang PBA games mamaya, tara at kilalanin muna natin ang rankings ng Best Gilas Pilipinas performers sa nakaraang FIBA window at balikan din natin ang updated PBA standings today and the full details of the PBA Live Today game schedule, December 5, 2025.
Here are the Gilas Pilipinas averages in the two games of the FIBA Asia World Cup qualifiers window number 1. At the 12th spot is one of the latest addition in the Gilas Pilipinas lineup, RJ Abarientos of the Brgy Ginebra Gin Kings in the PBA. RJ Abarientos averaged just 2.5 points, along with 1.5 rebounds, and have not recorded a single assist in two games versus Guam. RJ Abarientos only shot the basketball at 33.33% and averaged the lowest minutes per game amongst all Gilas players with just 7.2 minutes of playing time. Rank 11 in the Gilas players' performance is the newly retired Gilas player, Japeth Aguilar of the Brgy Ginebra Gin Kings of the PBA. Japeth Aguilar averaged 2.5 points, 2 rebounds, and 0.5 assists for Gilas in two games versus Guam. Japeth Aguilar made 50% of his basketball shot attempts while logging in 8.8 minutes of playing time per game. Thank you for your Gilas services, Mr. Japeth Aguilar. At the 10th spot is Carl Tamayo of the Chongwon LG Sakers in KBL, South Korea. Carl Tamayo averaged 3.5 points along with 2 rebounds and 1 assist for Gilas Pilipinas in two games versus Guam. His struggles in international competition continues as Carl Tamayo have yet to see his sweet spots on the court at present. Tamayo also shot the lowest percentage for Gilas with only 25% made shots and played just 9.8 minutes per game. Ranking at number 9 is CJ Perez of the San Miguel Beermen in the PBA. CJ Perez averaged 4.5 points along with 2 rebounds but did not record a single assist in two games versus Guam. The Predator, CJ Perez, played decently well as the third point guard off the bench, but did not shoot the basketball well enough at just 30.8%, while averaging 14.2 minutes of playing time per game. At the 8th spot is Scotty Thompson of the Brgy Ginebra Gin Kings in the PBA. Scotty Thompson averaged 6 points per game along with 2.5 rebounds and 3.5 assists. However, his main contribution may not be seen on the stat sheet as he provides the leadership and defended very well in the FIBA Window 1 against Jericho Cruz. Scotty Thompson averaged 40% field goal percentage and played a total of 15.9 minutes per game. Ranking number 7 in Gilas performance in FIBA Window 1 is Chris Newsom of the Meralco Bolts in the PBA. Chris Newsom averaged 6 points, alongside 2.5 rebounds and 4 assists in two games against Guam. Chris Newsom has proven he was a great two-way player for Gilas in Window 1 by earning good amount of playing time. He also shot the basketball well enough and averaged 50% field goal percentage and played a total of 21.4 minutes per game. At the 6th spot in players' performance is the recently married AJ Edu of the Gunma Crane Thunders in Japan B-League. AJ Edu has been a silent and very effective operator in the FIBA Window 1 qualifiers as AJ Edu averaged 6 points per game along with 7.5 rebounds and tied the team in first with blocks with 1.5 block shots per game. He did all that damage in just 15.5 minutes of playing time per game and shot the basketball at 50%. At the 5th spot is the PBA only 9th time most valuable player, Junmar Fajardo of the San Miguel Beermen in the PBA. Junmar Fajardo had a solid Window number 1 performance as he averaged 7.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 2 assists in two games versus Guam. Junmar Fajardo controlled the paint very well in that two games as he averaged an efficient 54.5% shooting from the field in just 14.5 minutes of playing time per game. At number 4 is the Gilas Pilipinas' biggest addition in the lineup, Quinton Milora Brown, who last played for the University of the Philippines. Quinton Milora Brown averaged 7.5 points per game, team best 9.5 rebounds and also tied at team best in block shots with 1.5. QMB also ranks number 1 amongst all Gilas players in shooting percentage, which is at 70%, and have already earned the trust of coach Tim Cone by averaging 19.7 minutes of playing time per game. Ranking third as Gilas Pilipinas best performers is Kevin Kiambao of the Sono Skygunners in KBL South Korea. Kevin Kiambao continues to shine and earn the trust as well by Tim Cone, as KQ averaged 9.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 4 assists in 2 games versus Guam, while averaging 4th most in the team in minutes played per game with 20.5 minutes. However, Kevin Kiambao needs to shoot more efficiently, as he only shot the basketball at 37.5%. At the second spot, and has probably the best and most consistent Gilas Pilipinas local player so far, is Dwight Ramos of the Levenga Hokkaido in Japan B-League. Dwight Ramos is one of the only 2 players in Gilas who averaged in double-digit in scoring with 14.5 points, along with 6.5 rebounds and 2 assists in 2 games against Guam. Papa Dwight Ramos have shot the basketball extremely well in FIBA Window 1 at 63.2%. He also averaged the most minutes amongst locals with 25.3 minutes of playing time per game. And finally, at number 1, and still the most productive player in the Gilas Pilipinas lineup, the heart and soul of the Philippine national team, our naturalized player Justin Brownlee of the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings in the PBA. Justin Brownlee once again proved he can get the job done for the Philippines, as he led our team in scoring with 21 points per game, along with 3.5 rebounds, and led the team in assists with 5 per game. Justin Brownlee has been very efficient in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers Window 1 with a shooting percentage of 54.2 and averaged the most playing time amongst all Gilas Pilipinas players with 26.8 minutes of action per ball game. Great job to our Gilas Pilipinas men's national basketball team, and we need to play better in the next window, as we will play versus powerhouse national teams of New Zealand and Australia.
Nice! Congrats, Gilas! Now, tara tropa at sama-sama na natin silipin at balikan ang pinaka-latest and updated PBA team standings as of today, December 5, 2025.
Here is the latest PBA team standings as of today, December 5, 2025. The NLEX Road Warriors is currently at number 1 in the PBA standings as the PBA resumes its games today. NLEX Road Warriors has 6 wins against 2 losses and have won 2 consecutive basketball games. Tied at the second spot is the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, who also share the same standing of 6 victories and 2 losses. The NLEX Road Warriors holds the precarious tiebreaker advantage against the young and talented Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Meanwhile, for PBA teams are currently tied at the 3rd to 6th places, as San Miguel holds the 3rd spot with 5 wins and 2 defeats and have won its last 5 games. SMB also holds the best quotient amongst 4 teams, tied with 5-2 win-loss standing with a +8 quotient. Holding on to that very important 4th spot are the TNT Tropang 5G, who likewise tied with 5 wins and 2 losses. TNT has a +7 quotient. At number 5 in the PBA standings today are the Magnolia Chicken Timplados hotshots, who are eager to get that infamous intro boys tagging off their back under head coach L.A. Tenorio, as Magnolia also share the same standing of 5 victories against 2 defeats. Magnolia has a -2 quotient. At the 6th spot, and holds the lowest quotient amongst 4 teams with the same record of 5-2, is the up-and-coming powerhouse team, the Converge Fiber X. Converge has 5 wins and 2 losses and on a 2-game winning streak, but holds the worst quotient so far with -13. At the 7th spot in the PBA standing as of today are the Meralco Bolts with 3 wins and 2 losses. Meralco have lost 2 straight games. Meanwhile, a good news and good sight for Meralco, as Justin Brownlee already starts practicing with them and will play in their next East Asia Super League game, where they hold a record of 2 wins and 2 losses and have won 2 straight games. Still holding on to that critical 8th spot are the struggling Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings, who also tied with the same record of 3 victories and 4 losses. However, the Meralco Bolts holds the tiebreak advantage versus Ginebra Gin Kings. At number 9 in the PBA standings today are the Beast Calvin Abueva and the rest of the Titan Ultra Giant Risers with 2 victories against 6 losses. Titan Ultra has lost 2 straight games and holds the worst margin of losses with negative 119. At the 10th spot are the Phoenix Fuel Masters, who also has 2 wins and 6 defeats. Titan Ultra holds the tiebreaker versus Phoenix after winning their lone game this conference. At number 11 in the PBA Philippine Cup team standings as of today are the Blackwater Bossing with only 1 win and already accumulated 6 defeats. Blackwater holds the longest losing streak in the PBA so far with 6 straight losses. And finally at number 12 and the very bottom of the PBA standings, no surprises here guys, it's always the Terrafirma Dyip who holds a 1 win and 6 defeats record and currently lost 5 consecutive basketball games.
It's PBA Game Day today, Tropa, at dalawang maganda at very crucial PBA live basketball games na naman na mapapanood natin mamaya. Heto na Tropa ang full details of the PBA Live Today games schedule for PBA Friday doubleheader today, December 5, 2025.
Here are the PBA Live Today games schedule for PBA Friday doubleheader games today, December 5. 2025. The PBA is back in action today, as 2 very crucial games will be played starting with the Converge Fiber Xers playing against the Magnolia Chicken Timplados Hotshots in the opening game of PBA Friday doubleheader today. The Converge versus Magnolia Live PBA match today will start at 5:15 in the afternoon. And for the main event of the evening, it will be a titanic showdown amongst very powerful PBA teams, as the reigning and defending PBA All-Filipino Cup champions, the ageless powerhouse San Miguel beermen, will be going up against their corporate rival Talk and TNT Tropang 5G in the main game of PBA Friday games today. The SMB versus TNT PBA Live Today game will start at 7:30 in the evening. All PBA teams that will play today holds the same record of 5 wins and 2 defeats. Both PBA Live Today games will be played at the In-Ear Center in Antipolo City. Aside from watching live at the game venue, you can also catch the game live on free TV and on One Sports live YouTube channel. After the game, please visit our YouTube channel iForbes Sports Updates to get the latest PBA highlights recap, news, and updates.
That's it, Tropa, for today's very quick PBA and Gilas Pilipinas basketball updates. Sama-sama tayo manood ng PBA Live Today games, guys. At kung bago ka pa lang sa YouTube channel namin, please wag kalimutan mag-like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, iForbes Sports Updates, and also to my personal YouTube channel, Sophia Forbes. This is your iForbes Sports Updates reporter, Sophia, saying, let's play some balls. Peace out.